Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of Copperpot e-learning.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it looks like our listeners have sent us a whole stack of articles and research.
Oh, wow.
So it seems like everyone's really trying to get a handle on what this company is all about.
Yeah, what are the products and services?
Right. What makes them stand out?
Makes sense.
Well, get ready to become a Copperpot Pro,
Okay.
because that's exactly what we're here to do.
I like it. It's clear our listeners are interested in staying ahead of the curve
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to learning and development.
Absolutely.
And that's smart.
Mm.
The world is changing so fast.
For sure.
And Copperpot seems to be right there on the cutting edge,
Yeah.
tackling this growing need for continuous learning head on.
All right, so let's jump right into it.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing, Copperpot's mission is all about helping organizations build a culture of lifelong learning
Right.
and boost productivity.
Yeah.
They're talking about cutting-edge tech and innovative learning techniques to keep pace with the market.
It's a lot to unpack.
But how do they actually make that happen?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
They have a whole arsenal of products and services,
Okay.
from e-learning academies to authoring tools,
Mm-hmm.
AI-powered animation,
Whoa.
and even something called a digital twin.
Hold on, a digital twin.
Yeah,
That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
it does, doesn't it?
Before we get lost in the tech, can you give us a quick overview of their core offerings?
Sure, their flagship product is called Sophia 360,
Okay.
and it's what they call learning as a service.
Okay.
So imagine having a complete learning ecosystem ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
customized to your specific needs.
Uh-huh.
That's Sophia 360.
Interesting.
For those who prefer a more hands-on approach,
Okay.
there's Articulate 360,
Okay.
a comprehensive suite of tools for building your own e-learning content.
So they've got options for both those who want a ready-made solution,
Right.
right? And those who like to build things themselves.
Exactly.
But what about Docebo?
Oh, yeah.
They're calling it the #1 global learning platform.
Mhm.
What makes it so special?
That's a great question.
I mean, with so many learning platforms out there,
Yeah.
what's the advantage here?
From what I've gathered, Docebo seems to be all about innovation
Okay.
and seamless integration with AI,
Interesting.
possibly offering features that streamline the learning process and make it more personalized.
Wow. Okay, so we'll have to explore that further.
Definitely.
But let's not forget the digital twin.
Oh, right.
We'll have to circle back to that
Yeah.
because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it myself.
Me too.
But before we go down that rabbit hole,
Okay.
let's talk about their learning as a service model, or LOS.
Okay.
They're really pushing this as a turnkey solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Budget friendly.
Yeah.
And integrates with existing systems.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty appealing.
It does.
But honestly, why should someone like you listening be excited about this?
Well, here's why LOS is a game changer.
That-
Especially if you're part of a smaller organization,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you don't have a dedicated learning and development team.
Right.
Imagine this. Copperpot takes care of all the heavy lifting.
Like what?
They handle the content creation,
Okay.
the platform maintenance,
Hmm.
everything.
Oh, wow.
That means you can focus on what matters most.
Which,
is actually learning and applying those new skills.
So it's like having a whole team of learning experts at your disposal
Yes,
without the overhead of actually hiring a whole team.
exactly.
That's pretty clever.
It is.
And it seems to tie in nicely with their mission of making lifelong learning accessible to everyone, right?
Absolutely. It levels the playing field,
Yeah.
giving organizations of all sizes access to high-quality learning experiences.
And it's not just about keeping up with the competition.
Right.
It's about empowering individuals to thrive in this rapidly changing world.
Exactly.
And speaking of empowerment, they also have this Sophia Global Future Business School thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like they're going beyond just tools and platforms
Mhm.
and actually creating a space for developing those future-proof skills everyone's talking about.
Yes. And that's where we start to see the bigger picture of what Copperpot is trying to achieve.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Good.
Tell me more about this Future Business School.
Okay.
What kinds of programs are they offering?
Well, they seem to be focusing on skills that are going to be essential in the years to come.
Like what?
Things like resilience, digital marketing leadership,
Well,
and even human behavior.
it's like a crash course in navigating the complexities of the modern world.
It is.
And they're targeting both individuals and organizations,
Right.
which is an interesting approach.
Yeah, it is.
So it's not just about climbing the corporate ladder anymore.
No.
It's about becoming more adaptable, resilient, and able to thrive in a world that's constantly changing.
Exactly. They seem to be recognizing that the skills needed to succeed in the future are going to be different. Totally.
from those that were valued in the past.
Right.
And this Sophia Global School could be their way of preparing people for that future.
It's all starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
They've got the technology, the platforms, the content, and now this future-focused business school.
They've thought of everything.
But one quote from the material really stood out to me.
Oh, which one?
To be successful, your content needs to be useful to your readers.
Okay.
Start with the customer, find out what they want, and give it to them.
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
All this fancy technology and innovative thinking won't matter
Right.
if the content itself isn't engaging and relevant to the learner.
Absolutely.
So it seems like Copperpot understands that the key to effective learning is starting with the customer
Mm-hmm.
and building the experience around their needs.
And that customer-centric approach seems to be woven into everything they do,
It does.
from their loss model to their Sophia Global programs.
Yeah.
It's not just about throwing information at people.
It's about creating meaningful learning journeys
Mm-hmm.
that actually help them grow and develop.
Right, and that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
We're not just looking at a company that's selling e-learning products.
Right.
We're seeing a company that's trying to redefine what it means to learn and grow in the 21st century.
Huh. We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
but there's still so much to explore.
Oh, for sure.
We need to unpack this digital twin concept.
Yeah, we can't forget about that.
And I'm really curious to dive deeper into Sophia Global
Me too.
and see what their pedagogical approach is all about.
Lots more to uncover.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as we delve deeper into these specific products and services, it really highlights how Copperpot is catering to the diverse needs of individuals and organizations
Yeah,
in today's learning landscape.
absolutely.
And let's tackle that digital twin you mentioned earlier.
Right.
And I think a lot of people listening might be wondering, is this just a fancy gimmick or is there real value here?
Right. It still feels a bit futuristic to me.
I know.
Can you paint a picture for us?
Sure.
How would someone actually use a digital twin to learn something new?
Okay, so imagine instead of struggling to decipher a complicated manual for a new piece of equipment,
Okay.
you could interact with a virtual replica of that machine.
Whoa.
You could explore all of its features,
Okay.
test different scenarios, even make mistakes
Mm-hmm.
without any real-world consequences.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one way. Copperpot seems to be using digital twins
Okay.
to create a safe, interactive learning environment that
Mhm.
goes beyond traditional methods.
So it's like a flight simulator for,
Yeah,
well, anything, really.
exactly.
That makes a lot of sense, especially for learning complex tasks
Right,
or operating potentially dangerous equipment.
for sure.
But is it only for hands-on skills?
Well,
What about something like learning a new software program?
think about the last time you were frustrated trying to figure out a new software.
Ugh, all the time.
Right. Imagine having a digital twin of that software that walks you through each step, provides on-screen guidance,
Mm-hmm.
and lets you practice in a risk-free environment.
So it's like having a personalized tutor
Exists.
right there in the software guiding you along the way.
That's it.
That could be a game changer for onboarding new employees
Oh.
or rolling out software updates.
Definitely.
No more overwhelming training manuals
Yeah.
or hours spent searching for help online.
I know, it's the worst.
Speaking of which, what about InSim,
Oh, yeah.
their real-time app guide?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it tackles that exact problem.
Exactly. InSim seems to be designed to provide on-demand support and guidance directly within the applications people use every day.
Oh, wow. So instead of interrupting your workflow to search for answers or contact tech support,
Right.
you get the information you need right when you need it.
Exactly. It's all about minimizing those frustrating roadblocks that can hinder productivity and learning.
It sounds like it could significantly reduce that learning curve we all experience when faced with new software.
Good.
But some companies, especially larger enterprises, rely on really specialized applications.
Yeah,
Does Copperpot address that?
they do.
Okay.
Remember On Screen, the digital adoption platform we touched on earlier? That seems to be targeted toward users of complex enterprise systems like SAP.
Oh, wait.
These systems are notorious for being difficult to navigate.
Yes, they are.
But On Screen aims to simplify things with tailored walkthroughs, guides, and on-demand support.
That's great.
It's like having a digital Sherpa
Okay.
guiding you through the intricacies of these powerful
Mhm.
but often overwhelming platforms.
So they're making these enterprise systems more user-friendly and accessible,
Yeah,
which is huge for both employee satisfaction and productivity.
absolutely.
But it's not just about navigating complex software.
Right.
We also need to talk more about their Sophia Global Future Business School.
Yes.
What makes this stand out from other online learning platforms?
Well, what intrigues me is how they're focusing on developing both hard and soft skills. Yes, they offer programs on digital marketing and leadership,
Uh-huh.
but they also delve into areas like resilience, human behavior, and building exceptional experiences.
These aren't your typical business school subjects, are they?
They are not.
That's what caught my eye, too.
Yeah.
It's like they're acknowledging that in today's world,
Mm-hmm.
success isn't just about technical expertise.
Right.
It's also about adaptability, emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
and the ability to connect with others on a human level.
I agree. Those are skills that are going to be in high demand no matter how much technology advances.
Absolutely. And it speaks to Copperpot's understanding that the future of work requires a different kind of skill set.
Yes.
Their Master of Resilience program, for example,
Yeah.
seems to address the growing need for individuals who can navigate uncertainty, stress, and rapid change.
Very important.
Yeah, these are essential skills for anyone, not just those in leadership positions.
I agree.
And their Human Behavior Connoisseur program sounds fascinating.
It does.
It suggests they're going beyond the traditional business school curriculum
Mm-hmm.
and delving into areas like psychology and behavioral science.
Yeah, it's a very holistic approach to learning, isn't it?
It is.
They're not just training people for specific jobs. They're preparing them for the complexities of life and work in a world that's becoming increasingly interconnected
Yeah.
and unpredictable.
It's like they're equipping people with a toolkit
Yeah.
for navigating the human side of business and technology.
Right, and that's something that's often overlooked in traditional training programs.
And with programs like people and culture development,
Yeah.
they're also emphasizing the importance of creating positive and supportive work environments.
Mm-hmm. This suggests they see a strong link between employee well-being and organizational success.
This all aligns so well with the growing trend of companies prioritizing employee experience and investing in their development.
Yeah.
It's not just about profits anymore. It's about creating a culture where people can thrive.
And this brings up a thought-provoking point.
What's that?
We've talked a lot about technology platforms and programs, but what about the actual learning experience?
Right.
How do we know if Copperpot's content is truly effective?
That's a crucial question.
It is.
Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of information about their teaching methods
Yeah?
or the specific design of their programs,
Okay.
but we do know they emphasize a customer-centric approach
Right.
and prioritize practical, applicable knowledge.
For sure.
And let's not forget that quote about starting with the customer and giving them what they want.
Right. So while we can't definitively say how effective their content is,
Yeah.
we can infer that they're at least mindful
Okay.
of the importance of creating engaging and relevant learning experiences.
And they're clearly investing heavily in developing a diverse range of offerings
Yeah,
to cater to a wide array of needs.
they are.
They're not just a one-size-fits-all kind of company.
Absolutely.
Right.
So while there's still much we don't know,
Yeah.
we've certainly gained valuable insight into Copperpot's approach to learning and development. Seems like it.
It's clear they're a company that's innovating and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in this rapidly evolving landscape.
And that's what makes this deep dive so exciting.
Yeah.
We're not just exploring a company, we're getting a glimpse into the future of learning.
We are.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, there are a few more specific products we should touch on.
No?
We need to understand how they fit into this bigger picture of Copperpot's vision.
You're right. Let's take a closer look at some of their other offerings, like their Talent LMS training platform
Okay.
and their approach to custom e-learning content creation.
Sounds good.
These might reveal even more about how Copperpot is tailoring solutions to meet the unique needs of their clients.
So we've explored a lot about Copperpot e-learning, their innovative products, their focus on future-proof skills, and their commitment to a customer-centric approach.
We have.
But before we wrap up this deep dive, let's take a look at a couple more pieces of the puzzle.
Okay.
Their Talent LMS training platform.
And their custom e-learning content creation services.
Sounds good.
These offerings really highlight Copperpot's flexibility in catering to a wide range of needs.
They do.
Talent LMS seems to be their solution for organizations that want to create their own online courses,
Right.
but might not need the full power of something like Articulate 360.
Yeah, it's like a more streamlined, user-friendly option for building and delivering training programs.
So it's like the more DIY option.
Exactly, and it emphasizes accessibility on any device, which is crucial in today's mobile-first world.
For sure, you want to ensure that learning can happen anytime, anywhere.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense. And what about their custom e-learning content creation?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like they're willing to build bespoke solutions for organizations with very specific needs.
That's right. If you can't find a pre-existing solution that fits the bill, they'll work with you to create something completely tailored to your unique requirements.
So like if you have a really, really niche need,
Exactly.
they'll just build it for you.
It speaks to their commitment to being a true partner in the learning journey, not just a vendor.
Wow, it's like having a team of learning designers and developers at your beck and call.
That's a good way to put it.
That could be a huge advantage for companies with niche training needs or those operating in rapidly evolving industries.
Absolutely. It adds another layer to their comprehensive approach to learning solutions.
So it really does seem like Copperpot has a solution for just about everyone.
It does. And, as we step back and look at everything we've uncovered, it's clear that Copperpot is more than just a collection of products and services.
It is.
They're building a complete ecosystem
Wow.
designed to support lifelong learning and empower individuals and organizations to thrive in the face of change.
It's like they're saying, we've got you covered no matter what your learning needs are or where you are on your journey.
Exactly. And that brings us back to their mission of fostering a culture of lifelong learning. They're not just providing tools, they're creating a movement, a shift in mindset that recognizes the importance of continuous growth and development in today's world.
And they're doing it in a way that feels accessible, engaging, and even exciting.
I think so.
They're not just talking about dry academic concepts. They're weaving in elements of technology, psychology, and even futurism to make learning feel relevant and impactful.
It's a really interesting approach.
It is. And, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Copperpot e-learning,
Yeah.
it's clear that they're a company that's pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the learning and development space.
Definitely.
They're innovating, they're creating, and they're truly committed to empowering individuals and organizations to thrive in this rapidly changing world.
It's inspiring.
It is. And to our listeners out there, if you're looking for a partner to help you navigate the future of learning, Copperpot e-learning is definitely a company worth checking out.
I agree.
So that's it for this week's deep dive into Copperpot e-learning.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it. Thank you very much.